Your life is valuable, whether or not you always see it that way. We live in a world that often tries to define worth by standards that are impossible to meet: how much we achieve, how productive we are, or even how perfect we appear. But let me remind you that your worth is not tied to these external markers. It's not about the boxes you check off or the roles you play for others. Your worth is something that exists simply because you do. No one else in this world is quite like you, and that is something powerful and beautiful. Every breath, every heartbeat is proof that you are here for a reason. Often, when we feel stuck in a cycle of negativity, we believe we're falling short. We think, if only I could do more, be more, have more, but I want to challenge that thinking. It's time to redefine what it means to be worthy. You don't have to constantly perform, impress, or prove yourself. Just by existing, by facing each day with courage and resilience, you're showing up in the world in a way that no one else can. Your life, with all its ups and downs, has a purpose that is unique to you. Let that purpose speak louder than any self-doubt or external judgment ever could. There are moments when you may look at others and feel as if you don't measure up, as if their lives are more fulfilling or more meaningful. But comparison is the thief of joy, and it blinds you to the miracles that are unfolding in your own journey. There are lessons and experiences that are woven into the fabric of your life that no one else can understand fully. Those hardships you face, those challenges you've overcome, they have shaped you into someone resilient, someone wise, someone who knows how to rise, even when it's difficult. These are qualities that no one else can replicate because they are yours alone. It's easy to overlook our own worth when we focus on what we lack or what hasn't gone right. But just think about all the times you kept going, even when things seemed impossible. Think about the strength it took to get up each day, to keep believing in yourself, even when doubt crept in. That strength, that persistence, is a reflection of your worth. Every step you've taken, no matter how small, has brought you closer to becoming the person you were meant to be. That journey, that growth, holds tremendous value, more than you may realize in this moment. Some days your worth may feel invisible, hidden beneath the weight of daily struggles or self-doubt. But remember, the value of your life isn't determined by how visible your progress is to others. Sometimes the greatest transformations happen quietly, in the solitude of your own heart. You may not see the full picture right now, but each moment of resilience, each choice to keep going, is part of a bigger story, one that only you can write. Trust that even in moments of darkness, your worth shines through, guiding you toward the light. There's something incredible about the human spirit, something that defies all logic and limitation. Inside of you is a spark, a force that keeps you moving forward, even when you feel like giving up. That spark is a testament to your worth, to your unique presence in this world. It's a reminder that there is more to your life than meets the eye, more potential, more beauty, more purpose. Embrace that spark and nurture it, because it is a reflection of everything you are and everything you're capable of becoming. When you acknowledge your worth, you begin to let go of the things that no longer serve you. You let go of the need to be perfect, to meet everyone's expectations, to live up to some impossible standard. Instead, you begin to see yourself for who you truly are, a person with strengths and flaws, dreams and fears, hopes and disappointments. And in that acceptance, you find peace. You find a sense of wholeness that doesn't depend on anyone else's validation. You begin to realize that your worth isn't something you have to earn. It's something that has always been within you, waiting to be recognized. It's time to honor that worth, to celebrate it, to let it guide you forward. Each moment, each experience, each challenge is part of a journey that is uniquely yours. Embrace it, value it, and remember that your worth is never in question. You have a life that is irreplaceable, a purpose that is deeply your own. And that is something that no one else can take away or diminish. We've been taught to view our emotions as something to control, hide, or even ignore. But what if we began to see them as messengers, as guides leading us to something we need to understand. Our emotions aren't here to trap us in negativity or to weigh us down. They exist to show us what's going on inside, to point us toward areas of our lives that need attention and healing. When we embrace our emotions, we give ourselves permission to explore the messages they carry, to dig deeper into our own stories without fear or shame. Every emotion, whether joy or sadness, anger or peace, tells a story about what we value, what we've experienced, and what we need. When you feel hurt, that pain is a signal reminding you that you've been through something challenging, something that left a mark. When you feel joy, it's a reminder of the things that make life beautiful and meaningful to you. Every single feeling is a part of the landscape of your life. Instead of running from the hard feelings or dismissing them, try sitting with them, listening to them, and understanding what they are trying to reveal. It's natural to want to avoid emotions that feel overwhelming, to push down feelings of sadness, anger, or fear. But in doing so, we miss the wisdom these emotions hold. Avoidance doesn't make the feelings disappear, it only buries them deeper. Embracing your emotions as messengers means allowing yourself to feel them fully, to honor them without judgment. It means acknowledging that these feelings have come up for a reason, that there is something within you that wants to be acknowledged and understood. This process isn't easy, but it is essential to moving forward and finding peace within yourself. When we accept our emotions, we open the door to healing. Healing begins not when we deny our feelings, but when we listen to them. Often, our pain points us to past wounds that haven't been addressed, to memories or experiences we haven't fully processed. Embracing emotions allows us to revisit those places within ourselves, to bring light to areas that have been hidden in shadow. It's in this process of listening and exploring that we start to understand the roots of our feelings, and through that understanding, we find a path to release and healing. There is power in naming your emotions and saying, I feel hurt or I feel overwhelmed. Naming what you're feeling is the first step to taking away its control over you. When you give words to your emotions, you externalize them, allowing yourself to see them clearly rather than being controlled by them. It's a form of self-compassion, a way of validating your own experience. By embracing emotions, by naming them, you're telling yourself that your feelings are valid, that they deserve to be acknowledged, and that you are worthy of care and understanding. Embracing emotions as messengers also allows you to become more connected to yourself. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to lose touch with what we truly feel or need. By honoring your emotions, you're reconnecting with your inner self, tapping into the parts of you that sometimes go unnoticed or unheard. This practice deepens your self-awareness and strengthens your resilience because you are no longer denying or dismissing parts of yourself. Instead, you are creating a safe space within to explore, to feel, and to grow. When you embrace your emotions, you create space for transformation. Emotions can be intense, but they are also temporary. They move and change when we allow them to flow. By listening to the messages within, you start to uncover layers of yourself, understanding what brings you joy, what causes you pain, and what you truly desire in life. This awareness is empowering because it allows you to live more authentically. You are no longer controlled by unprocessed feelings. Instead, you are guided by a deeper understanding of your true self and what matters to you. Through embracing your emotions as messengers, you ultimately create a life that is richer, more connected, and more honest. Emotions are not here to hold you back. They are here to teach you, to help you grow, and to lead you to a fuller understanding of who you are. Limiting beliefs are those quiet voices in the back of our minds that whisper doubts, that tell us we're not good enough, not smart enough, or that our dreams are too big. They're the beliefs we've picked up over the years, sometimes from others, sometimes from our own missteps that have taken root deep within us. They are often subtle but powerful, shaping the way we see ourselves and the world around us. But these beliefs are not truths, they are stories, and like any story, they can be changed. Challenging them is the first step in opening the door to a life that is filled with more freedom, more possibility, and more self-belief. To challenge limiting beliefs, we have to first become aware of them. So many of these thoughts operate beneath the surface, influencing us without us even noticing. Take a moment to listen to the words you tell yourself when you're faced with a new opportunity or a difficult task. Do you hear a voice saying, "I can't do this," or "I'm not good enough"? Recognizing these thoughts is essential because only when we bring them into the light can we begin to question and unravel them. Awareness is the beginning of change, the moment we stop letting old beliefs run our lives unchecked. Once we recognize a limiting belief, the next step is to question its validity. Often these beliefs are based on past experiences, on things that may have happened a long time ago, but that no longer apply to who we are now. Ask yourself, is this belief really true, or is this the only possible outcome? Challenge the belief by searching for evidence against it. Look back at the times you've succeeded, the challenges you've overcome, the strength you've shown. You may find that the belief you've been holding on to doesn't have as much power as you once thought, that it's been built on outdated information or fear rather than reality. Challenging limiting beliefs also means redefining failure. So often our beliefs are shaped by a fear of not measuring up or of making mistakes. But what if we viewed failure not as an endpoint, but as a stepping stone, a part of the process? Every person who has achieved something remarkable has faced setbacks. Each setback was a lesson, a building block towards something greater. By shifting our perspective on failure, we free ourselves from the grip of perfectionism, allowing ourselves to grow and learn rather than stay confined by the fear of falling short. This shift can begin to erode the power of limiting beliefs that keep us stuck in place. Another way to challenge limiting beliefs is by replacing them with empowering ones. For every thought that says "I'm not enough," create a new belief that says "I am capable" or "I am worthy." Practice repeating these affirmations, not because they're magic words, but because over time they reshape the way we see ourselves. Our minds are powerful, and by feeding ourselves new beliefs, we gradually overwrite the old ones. It takes time. But each affirmation is a step toward a stronger foundation, one built on truth and self-compassion rather than doubt and self-criticism. Surround yourself with people and influences that reinforce a positive self-image. When we are constantly around negativity or people who doubt us, it becomes that much harder to challenge our own doubts. Seek out those who uplift, who remind you of your potential and celebrate your growth. These people act as mirrors, reflecting back a version of yourself that is strong, capable, and resilient. Their encouragement can serve as a counterweight to your inner critic, providing you with the external support that reinforces the internal work you are doing to challenge limiting beliefs. Take action even when doubt lingers. Limiting beliefs often keep us from taking steps toward our goals, convincing us that we'll fail before we even start. But action is the best way to prove these beliefs wrong. Start small if you need to, but start. Each time you take a step forward, you're showing yourself that you are capable, that you can accomplish things you once thought impossible. These small actions add up, gradually dismantling the limiting beliefs that once held you back and replacing them with a new sense of confidence and possibility. Remember that challenging limiting beliefs is an ongoing process. They don't disappear overnight, and there may be times when they resurface, especially in moments of stress or vulnerability. But each time they reappear, you are stronger, more equipped to handle them. Every time you confront these thoughts, you build resilience, teaching yourself that you are not defined by the beliefs you've outgrown. This journey is about honoring your growth, acknowledging that you are constantly evolving, and understanding that with each challenge, you're rewriting the narrative of your life. Building a supportive environment is one of the most powerful choices you can make for your growth and well-being. Life throws many challenges our way, and having people, places, and practices around us that nurture and uplift us can be the difference between feeling overwhelmed and feeling empowered. A supportive environment serves as a foundation, giving you the strength to face hardships, pursue your dreams, and become the best version of yourself. It's not just about who's around you, but also about what's around you. Every aspect of your environment can contribute to your resilience, your growth, and your peace. Surround yourself with people who see your potential and encourage you to reach for it. Look for those who genuinely believe in you, who celebrate your successes and support you during your struggles. These individuals offer not only their presence, but also their unwavering belief in your ability to rise above any obstacle. With the right people by your side, you can weather any storm. When you're feeling uncertain, their encouragement can remind you of your strength and help you see possibilities where you may have only seen limitations. They are like a mirror reflecting back your own power and potential. Creating a supportive environment also means protecting yourself from negativity. Some people and situations may drain your energy, sow doubt, or trigger stress. It's essential to set boundaries with people who don't contribute positively to your life, even if that means distancing yourself from certain relationships. This isn't about cutting others off or being unkind. It's about valuing your mental and emotional well-being enough to create space for positivity. By limiting exposure to negativity, you make room for the kinds of connections and interactions that fuel your growth and uplift your spirit. A supportive environment is also built through the spaces you inhabit. Your home, your workspace, and even the places you visit frequently can have a profound impact on how you feel and function. Take the time to create spaces that make you feel at ease, inspired, and focused. Surround yourself with objects, colors, and arrangements that bring you comfort and joy. Whether it's adding plants to your workspace, displaying photos of loved ones, or creating a cozy corner to unwind in, these small touches can make a big difference in creating a space that supports your goals and well-being. Your routines and habits are another vital part of a supportive environment. The daily practices you choose to engage and shape your mindset and energy. Build routines that nurture you, whether that means morning meditation, daily exercise, or regular journaling. These habits don't have to be grand gestures. Even simple acts of self-care, practiced consistently, can create a sense of stability and grounding. When you prioritize routines that bring you peace and clarity, you're not only investing in your present well-being, but also setting yourself up for resilience and strength in the future. Seek out communities and groups that share your interests and values. Finding a community of like-minded people can be a source of inspiration and support, allowing you to connect on a deeper level. These groups provide a sense of belonging, reminding you that you're not alone on your journey. Whether it's a hobby group, a professional network, or an online community, these spaces allow you to share your dreams, learn from others, and celebrate each other's achievements. In a supportive community, you find people who understand your challenges and who encourage you to keep going, even when things get tough. Mentorship is another powerful element of a supportive environment. Having a mentor who has walked a similar path can provide invaluable guidance, helping you navigate the uncertainties of your journey. A mentor offers not only knowledge and wisdom, but also the reassurance that you can achieve your goals. Their experience becomes a resource for you, allowing you to learn from their successes and their struggles. Mentorship creates a bridge between your aspirations and your actions, giving you someone to turn to when you need advice, encouragement, or simply a reminder of what's possible. In building a supportive environment, remember to also be a source of support for others. Supportive environments are not just built for us, they are built by us. When you encourage, uplift, and believe in others, you create a ripple effect that strengthens the entire environment. By being a source of positivity and encouragement, you contribute to a culture of support that benefits everyone involved. As you help others rise, you also reinforce your own strength and create a community where everyone has the space and support to thrive. Practicing self-compassion daily is a transformative act, a way of being kind to yourself in a world that often demands more than you can give. It's the choice to treat yourself with the same understanding and grace that you offer others. Self-compassion isn't about making excuses or ignoring areas for growth. It's about approaching yourself with patience, kindness, and acceptance, especially when life feels difficult. When you practice self-compassion, you're giving yourself permission to be human, to have flaws and to make mistakes, while still holding yourself with love and respect. This practice creates a foundation of inner peace that allows you to grow and heal from a place of strength. One way to practice self-compassion is to acknowledge your feelings without judgment. When you experience sadness, frustration, or disappointment, it's easy to fall into self-criticism, questioning why you feel the way you do or wondering if you're overreacting. But self-compassion asks you to accept your feelings as they are, without labeling them as right or wrong. Instead of pushing your emotions away, try to recognize them with gentle acceptance. This acknowledgement doesn't mean you have to stay in those feelings, but it does mean you're allowing yourself to experience them fully, giving them space to exist and eventually pass. Self-compassion also involves forgiving yourself for past mistakes. We often carry guilt and regret, replaying moments we wish had gone differently. These thoughts can become burdens, weighing us down and holding us back. When you practice self-compassion, you choose to let go of the need for perfection, understanding that mistakes are a natural part of the learning process. Forgiving yourself is not about ignoring accountability, it's about recognizing that you did the best you could with the knowledge and resources you had at the time. By releasing yourself from the grip of guilt, you create space to grow, to learn, and to make new choices. Another part of practicing self-compassion daily is learning to speak kindly to yourself. The way you talk to yourself has a powerful impact on your confidence, motivation, and well-being. When you face a challenge, listen to the words you use in your inner dialogue. Are they harsh and critical, or are they encouraging and supportive? Make a conscious effort to replace negative self-talk with words that uplift and empower you. Remind yourself that you are a work in progress, that growth takes time, and that it's okay to struggle along the way. Kind words to yourself become a source of strength that fuels your journey forward. Taking time for self-care is an essential form of self-compassion. In the rush of daily life, it's easy to prioritize everything and everyone else above your own well-being. But self-care is not a luxury, it's a necessity. When you practice self-compassion, you give yourself permission to rest, to set boundaries, and to care for your physical, mental, and emotional needs. Whether it's taking a quiet moment to breathe, enjoying a nourishing meal, or allowing yourself to step away from stress, these small acts of care are reminders that you deserve attention and kindness. Self-care reinforces the message that your well-being is valuable and worthy of investment. Self-compassion invites you to celebrate your strengths and achievements, no matter how small. It's easy to focus on what we haven't done or where we feel we fall short. But self-compassion asks you to shift your focus to the things you are proud of. Take time each day to recognize something you did well, something you handled with courage, or a step you took toward your goals. These moments, however small, deserve acknowledgement because they are evidence of your growth. By celebrating your successes, you build a reservoir of self-confidence that helps you move forward with a positive and resilient mindset. Practicing self-compassion daily also means giving yourself the grace to grow at your own pace. Society often pressures us to achieve, to move faster, to be constantly improving. But growth is not a race, it's a journey that looks different for everyone. Self-compassion reminds you that it's okay to take things one step at a time, to honor your unique path and timing. When you allow yourself to grow at your own pace, you release the need for constant comparison, focusing instead on your own progress and the lessons you're learning along the way. This approach fosters a sense of peace and acceptance, allowing you to thrive in your own time. Being mindful and present is another way to practice self-compassion. It's easy to get caught up in past regrets or future worries, but self-compassion invites you to be here, now, appreciating each moment as it is. When you stay present, you're less likely to dwell on self-doubt or self-criticism. Instead, you can focus on what's within your control, responding to each situation with clarity and calm. Practicing mindfulness allows you to reconnect with yourself, to appreciate the beauty of the present, and to let go of the pressures that keep you from experiencing life fully. This presence is a gift you give to yourself each day. Ultimately, practicing self-compassion daily is about creating a relationship with yourself that is based on love, understanding, and kindness. It's a commitment to showing up for yourself, even on the hard days, to treating yourself with the same respect and empathy that you extend to others. Empowering yourself with action is the most effective way to take control of your life and begin moving toward the future you desire. Thoughts and intentions are important, but without action, they remain just dreams. Action is the force that turns ideas into reality, that transforms hope into progress. When you decide to take action, no matter how small, you're telling yourself that you believe in your own potential. Every step you take, every choice you make is an act of self-empowerment, a declaration that you have the power to shape your path. By choosing action, you break free from the confines of indecision and begin building momentum toward what you want to achieve. One of the most powerful things about taking action is that it builds confidence. When you accomplish even the smallest task, you gain a sense of achievement, and that feeling encourages you to take the next step. Confidence doesn't come from waiting until you feel ready. It comes from proving to yourself that you are capable. Each time you act, you are reinforcing a positive belief in yourself. This self-belief becomes a foundation that strengthens with every new accomplishment. By empowering yourself with action, you're not waiting for confidence to come to you, you're creating it through your own efforts. Taking action also helps you overcome fear and self-doubt. Many of us hesitate to pursue our dreams because we're afraid of failure, of not being good enough, or of facing judgment. But action is the antidote to fear. When you move forward despite your doubts, you are sending a message to yourself that your goals are worth the discomfort. Each step forward weakens the grip of fear and builds resilience. Over time, you start to realize that the things you feared aren't as powerful as you once thought. Action reveals that you have the strength to handle challenges, that fear doesn't define you, and that you can move forward even when you don't have all the answers. Action also creates clarity. Sometimes we feel stuck because we're not sure what we want or how to get there. But often clarity doesn't come from thinking alone, it comes from doing. When you take action, you begin to see what works and what doesn't, what you enjoy and what you don't. Each step provides you with feedback, helping you refine your goals and strategies. By empowering yourself with action, you're allowing yourself to learn through experience rather than being paralyzed by indecision. This approach not only brings you closer to your goals, but also helps you better understand yourself and what truly matters to you. Empowering yourself with action means embracing progress over perfection. It's easy to get caught up in the idea that everything needs to be flawless before you start, but waiting for perfection often leads to inaction. Taking action is about allowing yourself to be imperfect, to make mistakes, and to learn as you go. Every action, even if it's not perfect, is a step forward. This approach frees you from the need for everything to be just right, encouraging you to focus on the journey instead. By valuing progress over perfection, you open yourself up to growth, resilience, and the realization that you don't have to be perfect to make meaningful progress. When you take action, you create opportunities for yourself. Opportunities rarely come from waiting, they come from movement. Each step you take opens doors you may not have even seen before. Action attracts new possibilities, new connections, and new ideas. As you move toward your goals, you naturally position yourself in environments where opportunities are more likely to arise. Empowering yourself with action means you're not waiting for life to happen to you, you're actively participating in creating the life you want. These opportunities not only move you closer to your goals, but also expand your vision of what's possible. Action empowers you to break free from old patterns and habits that may be holding you back. We all have routines, thoughts, and behaviors that can keep us stuck, but taking action disrupts these cycles. Each new step creates a shift, helping you move beyond limitations and into a new way of being. Empowering yourself with action is a commitment to growth, to leaving behind what no longer serves you, and to embracing the possibilities of who you can become. This process might be challenging, but with each action, you're rewiring your habits, building new strengths, and creating a life that aligns with your true potential. Empowering yourself with action also means taking responsibility for your own happiness and fulfillment. When you rely on others or external circumstances for your sense of purpose, you're giving away your power. But by taking action, you're declaring that your happiness is in your own hands. Each choice, each step is an investment in your well-being and your future. This responsibility is not a burden, it's a gift, a reminder that you have the ability to create meaning in your life. Through action, you learn that fulfillment comes from within, that you are capable of building a life that brings you joy and purpose.